Hello guys, how are yous? I'm Shay. D1 Vapes. Yeah. Hello guys. It's a bit tight in here tonight. Over 18s, yeah? No one under 18 on this channel, please. Has anyone been watching Animal Kingdom on Netflix? Whew. Brilliant. Turns out it's based on a true story, a family down in Australia. Yeah. Couldn't believe that when I read it yesterday. I'm nearly finished it. Brilliant. Right, I've got some great news here, okay? Anyone that remembers, and sorry, there was a guy who texted me the other day, he emailed me and asked me how did the mixing go on of a Curious Curdle that we mixed on the 7th of January, okay? Now what I did then was, the Rochford project, this is the Rochford project concentrates, okay? The Rochford project recommend you mix at 20%. But what I did, I mixed, that gives you 150 mil, okay? But what I did was I experimented and I done 120 mil and I done 60 mil. So I used the concentrate, instead of getting 150 mil, I got 180 mil. And here I am vaping it. What date is today? The 12th, a month and a few days, and the juice is perfect. Lemony, the whole thing is going on here. A Curious Curdle is a Curious Curdle after about 4 to 5 weeks. And I mixed an extra 30 mil. Are we following there? Rochford project say 150 mil. I tried the 180 to fill the 2 bottles, okay? 1 nick, 2 nicks. 3% nicotine, 3 milligram, and here we are now, okay? And it's perfect. So Jay, over in the Rochford project, don't start reducing your concentrates because this experiment worked. Thanks for this, Jay, by the way, yeah? Sent over all this stuff for me to mix for you and show you what's going on with these concentrates, right? There's a great deal on the site. He sent these free of charge. He owes me nothing. I owe him nothing. I'm just reviewing them. I love the Rochford project. It's as simple as that. Now, what are we going to do? So we have that. A Curious Curdle worked out perfect, and I'm vaping it in the 26 on the Signature Tips clutch with the skull. It's like my skull, see that? Beautiful juice, a Curious Curdle. That's part 1. Okay, now part 2 is I'm going to mix now. I took the liberty of measuring the 2 bottles. So that's 100 mil. See where the line is? And that's 50 mil. This is what the Rochford project recommend. Now we're going to mix Chocoleo in that format, right? 150 mil, 101 bottle, and 50 in the other bottle. Now I've taken the liberty of marking the bottle, just so it's easier for me to fill up with the VGP, whatever, VGPG. I have me nick in, right? So that doesn't matter. I put a 3/4 of a bottle in the 50. And I put the other 1/4 and a full bottle into the 100. Okay, so here's the Chocoleo. There we go. We opened the bottle. Forgot to wear my gloves, but I'll thoroughly wash my hands. Yeah. Okay, so this is a 5 ml syringe. I'm going to take 5 out of there. There's 5. 5 into the 50, 5 mil, another 5 mil, gives it 10 mil, which is 20% of, which is going to be 10 mil, which is 20% of 50 mil. Okay, so there's me nick. And me concentrate gone in there, and now all I have to do is fill her up to that mark. Can it get any easier than that, people? Now, and because I've measured 10 ml in there, I know there's 30 in this bottle, so I don't even have to measure now. All I have to do is turn the bottle up, and then we go into the big bottle. How does that sound? And can that be any easier than that, people? You get your VGPG, which I'm going 80%. Okay. You put your bottle over like that and you fill up to the mark. See the mark? See that mark? Look at that. Magic. There we go. That's filled up to the mark. 50 ml. Look at it. It's magic. Yeah. I love it. On with your... No, hold on. Put on your little thingy bob. On with your lid. And shake for Ireland. And leave it steeping. Okay. And what the Rochford project do is they sell you your syringes, they sell you your bottles, they have a card for mixing, which is all on the previous reviews, and I'm looking for the labels. They send you the labels as well. I mean, can it get any easier than that? Okay, so here's the 100 ml bottle. There's the concentrate all gone. There we go. There's my mark on the bottle. The VGPG. Up I go, and in we go again. Way cheaper. And look at that. Look at the way that's mixing. And this is what the Rochford project recommend. 100 ml and 50 ml. But I can tell you now, I have experimented and I've just told you about the Curious Curdle. But I'm going to do what they said and what they recommend just to show. Where's that other? There it is. I've got it already on. That's what happens when you get to 60. You forget things. Shake it for Ireland. Put your label on that they supply, right? You can buy them or whatever. I don't know. I've never looked. I got all my stuff free of charge. And you put your label on with the date and what you've mixed. And leave it to steep. And if you buy 3 bottles, you could have 3 juices steeping. And when they're ready, boom, get another 3 bottles and have them ready. And you have a supply of juice forever. Yeah? At rock bottom prices. That's the way I look at it. That's the truth of it. You know, here's the Curious Curdle. No, a Curious Curdle. A fabulous e-liquid. Nice and lemony and comforting and so on. I've reviewed the Curious Curdle. I'm just letting you know what it's like when it's mixed, and there's no difference whatsoever, guys. No way. So what can I say? I've just mixed chocolat. I'll come back to you and let you know. I'll put my labels on now after this. They supply everything, these guys. Look, the mixing guide. It's all there. It's so simple, people. And they're doing a great deal, I believe. 3 for £33. You buy a VG and you get your nick and off you go. Get a big bottle of that for like €12. I don't know, maybe. Yeah. I did anyway. And what's that? I can't even remember what size this bottle is. Is it a litre? Yeah, it's a litre. You know. So, you know. I just love vaping, yeah. And I love these juices. Look at the colour of that now compared to what we've just mixed. See the difference? Yeah. And, you know, I'm seriously enjoying the Rochford project. He sent me all his stuff, and then he says, "Shay, I'm going to do the concentrates." And I says, He didn't ask for anything off me or advice, or not that I'm not, yeah, but I just was over the moon, you know. Like, this one's empty, I think. Yeah, empty. Chocolate's empty, and I have 4 left to do. Okay, guys. Now I've done them to the what they recommended. Jay recommended. And we'll try that the next time, hopefully, or we might mix another one. So look, I've gone on. I just wanted to let you know those 2 things, and hopefully that was a bit of help for you guys. Thanks to Signature Tips for, I got a great deal off these as well. Whoa, beautiful juice. Now, what else was there? That's about it. I'm going to put the label on this and leave it at that. Thanks for joining me, guys. And anyone that wants to subscribe, please do. And I've only 2 episodes of Animal Kingdom left. Yeah, it's only 6 seasons. So, yeah, really good. But anyway, getting off the subject. Thanks for joining me, people. Have a great evening. God bless.